Hey everyone, this is John Stearns with the Zoom Rooms team, and this is a demonstration of some of the Yealink Zoom appliances that are part of the portfolio here. So I'm going to showcase a couple products here, but first, the system I'm talking to you on is the Yealink A20 meeting bar. This is an all-in-one kit that includes the microphone array, the speakers, the camera itself is built in, as well as all the processing and compute. So it's a self-contained bar that ships with the Yealink CTP Zoom Room controller. So it's just two different devices. The controller obviously typically goes on the conference room table. As part of this, it includes a 20 megapixel camera with 133-degree field of view. So this is definitely designed for huddle, maybe some small spaces, but that wide range allows people to really leverage this in smaller spaces where they may have huddle tables, pushed up against the wall, right where this device is. So it performs in a lot of instances in different use cases. The other nice thing about this is we have the Yealink A30. So this is for medium-sized conference rooms. So definitely some larger spaces here. You'll notice that it does have a dual camera system. And also has the microphone array, the speakers, everything is self-contained in the unit, ships with that same Yealink CTP Zoom Room controller. What I like about the Yealink devices is they have this electronic lens shutter system here that's off by default. So when it's not being used for video, that will be closed as soon as a call comes in or the system connects to any meeting. That will automatically open. So there's definitely a nice privacy capability that's built right into the devices there. The other nice thing I like about the Yealink portfolio right now is they have this guy, which is the Yealink Roomcast. It's an existing product they had for a wireless sharing solution. What's exciting for us is Zoom just certified this as the first Zoom digital signage Android appliance. So previously we just had a bunch of different Windows and Mac compute options to run our native digital signage application. This is the first appliance, of its kind, and that's a good cost-effective solution from Yealink to deploy Zoom digital signage at scale. So if you wanted to deploy our digital signage solution to any TV or display hanging up throughout all your buildings with just a single Zoom Room license, you can set up as many digital signage devices as you want. Obviously, you need the hardware to run that on. So the Yealink Roomcast is a great option. And you can push out dynamic content playlists, mixtures of images, videos, URL-based content. You can pull in our workspace reservation, floor maps, so you can see real-time visibility into rooms and hot desks and whatnot. So you get a lot out of that. The other really nice thing is just like any other Zoom Room system, you can wirelessly share to the Zoom digital signage solution here. So with the Roomcast, you can put that in common areas, or you can even put it in certain huddle spaces that may not require video. And that can be used for not just digital signage, but also to wirelessly share to it using the sharing key. So super helpful there, consolidates everything down to the Zoom client instead of, competitive wireless sharing solutions that add additional cost and complexity to deployments. The last thing I'll say about the Zoom digital signage is that when you deploy these, if you have a high-profile Zoom meeting or webinar, so it could be a company event or CEO town hall, you can broadcast any Zoom meeting or webinar in real time to your digital signage displays. So these could be hanging in common areas. They can be hanging in, cafeterias, different places that employees can gather to watch some of those bigger events. So it's a real-time broadcast of any Zoom meeting or webinar. So a lot of features and functionalities packed into the Zoom Room solution, Zoom digital signage, and very complementary product portfolio from Yealink between the A20 meeting bar, the A30, the Roomcast. We'll show some demonstrations of the actual screen pushing digital signage to it shortly. All right, let's take a look at some of the camera innovations that are part of the Yealink Zoom Room appliances. So right now I'm in a fixed manual camera control. I can go ahead and manually zoom out. I can pan up, over. So manual pan, tilt, zoom. Of course, I can input different camera presets for different parts of the room if I wanted to. I'll go ahead and then turn on another camera feature that's available here, which is called speaker focus. And this is commonly referred to as speaker tracking in the industry. And so if I had a room full of people, and as different people started speaking throughout the meeting, it would get up close and personal with whoever was speaking at that given moment. This type of innovation's been around the industry for some time now. I can also turn on auto framing. And so what that will do is it will recognize there are 4 people in this room with myself. Of course, I've got some help from some of my demo buddies here. And this will show everyone in a tight frame, all in that single video stream. What I can also do is turn on what's called multi-focus framing. And what that will do is it will take it a step further, and it will actually get up close and personal and frame each of the 4 faces that are inside of this conference room together. And so now, even if I'm moving around, that will still continue to frame myself, and that would be the same case for all the other participants that are inside of the conference room. So it's a single camera framing multiple people simultaneously. When I go ahead and I turn on Smart Gallery or multi-stream, now what this does is it's sending 3 video streams from this single Zoom room system. And in this scenario, you see a primary stream, which auto frames everyone into view. So you get the context of who's in that room together. And then it sends 2 additional video streams that really get up close and personal with people inside of that conference room. And the logic in here is that it will leverage those secondary and tertiary use cases secondary and tertiary video streams and actually send the 2 most recent active speakers as separate video participants. So it's a nice way, and as you'll see, it will occasionally go between different people that are not speaking, so you can always continue to get a look and feel of various participants inside of that room. Obviously, in a more natural meeting, some of my other meeting participants would be speaking, so you would see this dynamically change based on who those 2 most recent active speakers. And so that is Smart Gallery, available on the Yealink Zoom room appliances, as well as some of the innovations like multi-focus framing and speaker focus. Lots of great camera innovations here. You can default to any of the experiences that you want to. And of course, just like anything else at Zoom, the users will have nice, easy meeting controls if they wanted to go ahead and change the camera control options or the views and how the layouts show out on the various displays in the room. Alrighty, now I'm over here where the A20 was capturing video on the initial demo. So you can see I have a setup here. This is the Yealink Zoom room controller running the new latest user interface here that became available in Zoom Rooms 5.9. And by the way, the A20 and the A30 both work in single or dual display mode. In this case, I have the A20 here with that electric lens shutter. That's connected to the display on the left. And what I have over here is the Yealink Roomcast that is playing Zoom digital signage. You can see my workspace reservation, interactive maps. I can see visibility into my conference rooms and hot desks. You'll notice that will be scrolling. So we have some images that are included here. I also have Zoom digital signage running on the A20, as you can see on the other display that's capturing some different images. Here I brought in the Yealink Zoom Rooms section of their website, so you can pull in URLs. So this is really handy for all sorts of use cases between the Zoom room appliances, digital signage. They also make some fantastic Zoom phone appliances. So I also have the VP59 over there that's set up for hot desking and QR code scanning and things like that. So this is the demonstration of some Yealink Zoom appliances.